Hi, my name is Carlos Cesar, and I bet most of you already recognized me. I want to do this commentary, and first of all, I want to thank Spindle City for allowing me to give me some minutes for me to talk about a meeting that I attended last week, and because of all the snow, was Snow Friday, was Snow Monday, we were not able to do this before. The meeting that I attended is from a new committee and talk about tourism in Fall River and again waterfront. For the past 20 years, people been winning president elections talking about immigration. For the past 15 years, mayors been elected in Fall River talking about waterfront. I have an opportunity already to talk about this waterfront project. I was not in favor of the new construction. Matter of fact, I attended a couple meetings, which today City Council Stephen Camara attended a couple of those meetings. We were a very small group. That's why we didn't get nowhere with that project. But here's my concern now is, let's talk about the waterfront. And I guess the only thing that we have to sell for River is waterfront. I don't think that we have the greatest waterfront. I don't think that, not even in my lifetime, that we're going to have the greatest waterfront that everybody's trying to sell. On top of it, was created another group to help waterfront development. If I have invested money on the waterfront and open a restaurant, I want to be part of that group, because guess what? I don't want nobody else to open a restaurant there. So I see really conflict of interest. And this group was called because they have the best interest to be investing on the waterfront. I said it before, I'm going to say it again. Not you, not me, going to be able to do anything on the waterfront. The stage being set up, and I said it before and I say it again, it's being set up by the taxpayers' money just to a couple of people to get rich. Will be a couple of companies and will be a couple individuals in Fall River that's gonna be able to reach the waterfront land. I don't think that we're going to go too far with this project, too far with this group. I really don't think that we are going in the right direction if one day we're going to have something at the waterfront. If you have my Facebook, I invite you to just take a look what is a waterfront. I grew up on the waterfront. I was born, raised on the waterfront. Today, I still have property there that from my backyard, I can look at the waterfront. So I know what is a waterfront. I know what it takes to become a good waterfront. I don't think that we have enough land on our waterfront. I think the 79 killed our waterfront. I don't care how people say that we got more land on the waterfront. I don't think we got more land on the waterfront than we had before. I think it's just a big lie. And I think that we just, because it was free, people just accept it. And believe me, nothing it's given to you for free. Nothing. Everything has a price. And the state came in just because they want to do the project. We accepted and we said yes. So not my generation, but probably my grandkids' generation is going to realize how big was a mistake that we did putting this 79 construction the way we put it now. Just like we're finding out now, our generation now, finding out the mistake that we did, or they did, putting the city hall and covering up our river. The mistake they did, we realizing now. The same mistake down the road, our grandkids gonna realize that we did, just putting the 79 the way we would put the 79. It's, you put 3 sets of lights right next to each other. Okay? One has at least 300 feet from each other. Nobody obeys the signs because it makes no sense. It makes no sense the way it's set up. It's going to be set up like that for life. That's the waterfront that I want to talk about. And another thing that was on the agenda was one-stop shop for people that want to open business in Fall River. And I think things got out of hand at the meeting, because what we're talking about, it's a small business that wants to open business in Fall River or wants to extend business in Fall River. What the example that we're going to use, and what example was used there, was Amazon. My friends, Amazon then came to City Hall to pull up permits. Amazon has enough money to pay somebody to be sitting at City Hall all day until the permits are done. We want a system that's going to work for small business. And that's the examples that I want. And it's nice to be there and say, you know, all the head departments do a beautiful job. No, it's not. It's a lie. It's a big lie. I went there for permits not too long ago. Just last year, I need a permit to do an event, not even to open business, to do an event. I was thrown around back and forth between 2, 3 different floors on City Hall. That's what we're talking about, is a small business that wants to expand. A small business with 2 employees that wants to expand. Don't have time to be at City Hall walking back and forth. That's what we're talking about. That's what we need help, one stop. What they need to do is come up with a folder. We will fill up the folder, bring it back to City Hall, and please call us back when all the inspectors went through that folder and have my permits. So I will go back to City Hall, pick up my folder with all the inspectors' license and with all the permits inside that folder. That's what we're talking about. So again, I mean, we just waste time. We just walked around and we got nothing resolved. Because guess what? Everything came down to the Amazon. Amazon did the perfect, it's a perfect example that we submit on Monday, and on Tuesday we have all the stuff that we asked for. Sure, you're going to have it. They have enough money to pay everybody, one person to take every issue. You think that's going to happen? A father and mother that wants to open a business in Fall River and has to go back and forth and pick up their daughters at school or something like that? That's what we're talking about. Let's be truly here. And when you say that, you know, all the inspectors, all the head departments, no, it's a lie. I had an opportunity. I had a chance to go and for license, and they throw me the paper on top of the counter and say, fill it up, bring it back to me, I will take a look. That's what we're dealing with. So my friends, I waste my time going to that meeting. It was the first meeting. I forgot that I had to raise my hands to go in front of the board and talk about, because truly is the end of the meeting. We started the meeting with 4 people there. We end up the meeting, I was by myself. So they didn't know that I would like to talk. So they just close the meeting without asking if it's anybody on the audience that wants to talk about something, at least what was on the agenda. And I was there for that. And I'm doing this commentary because I didn't have a chance to sit in front of the board and telling them exactly what I'm telling you now. Let's stop the games and let's really take care of Fall River. Let's do that, please. So with that being said, thank you again for listening to me. I want to thank again the Spindle City for allowing me this few minutes to talk to you. And Fall River, let's go to these meetings. Let them hear our concerns, and so we can move forward. That's what I have to say. Thank you again. Thank you.